Hi folks, Martin here from Sweet Pea. Today we're going to look at turning out a project for a fully lined project. Now this one's a tropical phone case, and I say it's fully lined because it is. You can't see any joins in this at all. Okay, so I'm turning that inside out. The join is at the bottom. Okay, so the join is actually at the bottom here, which we've stitched through. And so it makes the project really, really simple in the hoop, because all you have to do is like 3 inches of hand stitching at the bottom edge, or you could even use some craft glue or some iron-on web and not do any hand stitching at all. So for someone who doesn't sew, this project is perfect because you can do it all in the hoop. So what we're talking about is, so our project is finished. Now I'm using tear away product, so I'm just going to tear my excess away. This is just a little phone case like the other one. So, and we have at the bottom an opening. So we have we're going to turn this through once to the inside, then we're going to turn it through again to the outside. So you're basically doing origami with fabric. So I'm just going to trim off my edges. Now I've got 2 rows of stitching, so I'm going to trim relatively close. And we got curved corners, which I love because they are easy to work with. And we come across our turnout area. We leave ½ inch on. You can see where our turnout area is, was where our stitching finishes. Last corner. Right. Now, one thing more we need to do is just that this top edge here. I just want to get rid of some of the bulk in that batting. And on this side here we have a bit of bag stiffener, which I wouldn't mind getting rid of as well. Make a crease. Right, so we want to pull through. I can take that little piece of tear away out. So what I try and do is try and crunch it up, and I try and get the first end. I want to get and bring it up through the tube so I can pull it out. You gotta be, when you've got all your batting and bag stiffener and etc. from there, it's quite a lot to work with. Right. So this is the inside of the project. Okay. You think to yourself, what have I done? Where's it gone? Well, we just need to pull our so get hold of one layer of this. Right. Pull our tear away away. There's always an extra little row of stitching that hangs fire. And again, there's a couple of little wee hairs from our tie off. So we would, before we turn it through again, we would hand sew that last little section, that 2½ inches, 3 inches of that section, and then we would go ahead and turn it out to the right side. I must say that I always turn mine out before I finish that, because I want to see what it looks like to make sure that I've got everything caught. So with a press, and just wet your fingers and roll those edges out. We can make them nice curves. We're going to put a press stud in there, and there's a little glasses case. It's travel orientated, so ideal for Dad. Put a little cam snap there, and it's all finished. So we've just got inside there 2.5 inches, 3 inches of hand stitching, all finished. But so as that could be lined, we needed to actually use a tearaway stabilizer so as it could keep everything together long enough for us to actually turn it through. Now we've got a little bit of rag there that's come out of the stabilizer. We can get through to there and we can actually pull that out, run it with your nail, use a bit of an emery board on it, or even use a lighter to burn that off. And that's okay, that's without a zip. If we were going to look at a project that actually had a zip, it's the same process. Turning it through. This project here was taken off the Lemon Lane. This was the Lemon Lane sunglasses pouch there without the lemon embroidery on it. It's just got the first row of stitching. So we turn our project through like we did this one. Again, we would have a long section to stitch up, and then we would turn it through again through the zip. Now the zip would have been caught closed by a strip of tearaway or a strip of washaway, whichever you choose to use. But the double turn is what this is about. So as you have something which is fully lined and fully functional. Let's just push that corner out. There's a wee purse, which is going to be one of our demo pieces when we're in America. And so this is a little purse, fully lined, and that section down the bottom there is where we've turned it through twice. So this is what we'd call a fully lined functional project there, with a minimal amount of hand stitching or minimal amount of sewing indeed. So great little projects, really quick, great for a gift, and with the right fabric they're really simple.